What is going on, everybody? It is SnoozeVGC, and I am going to be going over a battle I had on ranked just I think yesterday was on my stream that I actually was like really kind of proud of, and I really wanted to just kind of showcase this battle because it's kind of like a coming back from the dead type of battle where you most definitely like should lose, but you bring it back, you know. So he has a Whimsicott and a Dracovish, and he probably sees my Whimsicott and knows that I mean all Dracovish are pretty much Scarf at this point, right? So I know he's probably going to lead that with a Dracovish, and it's going to cause me some problems, but if I can just take it out, then I feel like the rest of my team can do pretty well. So that's kind of like my plan going into this, is to lead my own Whimsy and just try to take out this Dracovish before it does too much damage to my team. So he leads what I thought he would lead, and I lead Whimsicott and Teleon. I think he's gonna go for a Tailwind here to try to max my potential Tailwind. So I'm just gonna Moonblast and Ice Beam the Dracovish and Tailwind next turn, because I feel like that's kind of the thing to do. But he has Taunt on his Whimsy, which really actually is almost worst case scenario for me. If he didn't have Taunt or anything like that, I feel like I probably would have been okay, but this makes it really hard. So I double into the Dracovish and get a big threat out of the way. Ice Beam and Moonblast is used to take it out. I wish Moonblast could just take it out, but Whimsy kind of hits like a wet paper bag sometimes, even though like it did like 75%, but I just want it to die. You know. So I'm in trouble now because now I can't Tailwind, but he can. So I'm gonna have to start dancing around here. So I'm pretty sure, like I'm 99% sure he's going for a Tailwind this turn, and he's gonna demax his Duraludon. And I'm just trying to think of a way to potentially take care of this Duraludon and stall out this Tailwind, or get my Whimsicott in and do my own Tailwind. It's just a big issue right now. So I know I need to preserve my Whimsicott, and so I take it out and I throw out my Dragapult. I'm gonna have to just I'm gonna have to make some strategic switches and just make some sacrifices on my team right now. So he goes for the big Dynamax Duraludon, just the bane of my existence. It just boosts its stats. Nobody can kill it. And he's just going to start plowing through my team. So he goes for the Tailwind. So now his Duraludon is faster than everything on my team, no matter what. And he goes for the Max Darkness. Luckily, he goes for it on Inteleon and not on the Dragapult slot. I thought maybe he might Flash Cannon to try to just get rid of the Whimsy, but he doesn't. So I'm just basically trying to bait some attacks here to try to preserve my team as much as I can. At this point, Darmanitan is my best way to maybe come back in this game because it can hit so hard. So I'm just basically trying to bait any attacks into it and just try to make it so that maybe the other partner can attack and just do what it needs to do. It's like here. So I'm trying to bait any attacks into that. My Whimsicott has its Focus Sash, so he's probably not going to double into it because it's probably not Focus Sash. So I know that Whimsy will probably live this turn. And I'm going to Dynamax my Dragapult just for staying power to try to stay in the game, burn these Tailwind turns, and get myself back into a position where I might be able to win. But I'm playing really, really bad on the back foot right now. And as you can see, like in my face cam as I'm playing, I'm like zoned in on this game because I'm trying so hard to think of a way to stay in this game. So there's the Steel Spike. Yeah, definitely trying to take out the Darmanitan because it hits so hard. It's such a huge threat. If it goes unchecked, it can bring myself back into it. So I'm just gonna go for whatever I can at this point. I'm trying to get rid of I think this Whimsy, yeah, so that I can bring in my own Whimsy and Tailwind and not have to worry about Taunt. And I'm just like, how do I bring myself back into this? How do I bring myself back into this? It's not over. I still have a chance, and I'm just dancing around him right now, like, which I hate doing because I'm a very like straightforward player, and I hate dancing around other players and like what they're doing. And so it's just been literally just the worst for me to play like this. And I'm just having to make switch after switch. I predict that he's going to go for the taunt on my Whimsicott so that it doesn't get a Tailwind. So I switch out my Whimsy back into my Darmanitan to take that taunt. And I max guard here. Just, again, for some staying power. And he goes for the max Wormwood. Boom. Good turn on my end. Taking that taunt and just protecting. So now he isn't Dynamax, which means he's going to be a lot easier to take out. I need to take out this Whimsicott like right now. So I think I just double into the Whimsy just in case, you know, because he can't take out both of my Pokemon. So I'm pretty sure I double into the Whimsicott so that I know that I can at least get that out, and I can bring in my own Whimsy to potentially Tailwind if I need to, or whatever else I need to do without him getting another Tailwind up, because this is his last turn of Tailwind that he's on right now. Yeah. So Moonblast doesn't take me out. And he just doubles into the Dragon Bolt, which I'm kind of okay with. I mean, one of those Pokemon were going down there, and if I had to choose, I would probably choose the Dragon Bolt, if I'm being honest. So Icicle Crash comes out. It's going to take out that Whimsicott, so now I don't have to worry about opposing Tailwind anymore. And it's 2-2, and I have my Whimsy with 1 HP in the back and my full HP Darmanitan. So depending on what he has in the back, there's a chance for me to still win. So he has, so that, I'm kind of happy it's just Sylveon, because I know Sylveon can't take me out with a Hyper Voice. And especially if it's like a Assault Vest variant or like a slow variant, I know I can take it out. So I just double into the Duraludon, knowing that I can take it out with my Darmanitan and my Whimsicott. And he didn't protect with the Sylveon, which made me think that he was Specs. And so I got kind of really nervous right here, and I didn't know if I'd be able to live this with Darmanitan. And it actually does like a crap ton of damage, and I didn't think that Sylveon was that strong. Like, I knew it was strong, but I was like, that has to be some sort of like Specs or something, because he hasn't protected, he didn't take any damage. But I'm like, okay, well, I still win, because now I can just take this out with an Icicle Crash. And I was like really feeling myself, like, yes, I am the best, I'm so good. Look at me go, bringing that all back after like he literally had the upper hand the whole time. And he has Quick Attack. No. All that work just to lose to Quick Attack Sylveon. And I had no idea that Quick Attack Sylveon was like, I had no idea that it was so common, I guess, because I've never seen it on that before. So it is what it is, but what are you gonna do, right? It's just, that's how it goes sometimes. But I was actually still really proud of myself for being able to bring that back, and I just I wanted to share it and kind of do a commentary on it and give my thoughts and maybe try this new style of video. So maybe instead of like doing the live commentary, I do kind of like the afterthought, and I kind of like that. So we'll see if I keep doing that type of video, but we'll check you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see ya in the next one.